Hello and welcome back to my Caesar free playthrough. In this video, we're gonna tackle the military version of the third assignment, which is Tarentum. As in the previous one, we played the peaceful version, which was Capua. So, time for our first military mission, guys. Here we go.
Caesar is at today's gladiator tournament and is unable to see you himself. He has asked me, his proconsul for Roma, to brief you on your next assignment. Now that you have proven your skills, you are to found a small city far south of Rome. To build the city to its desired size, you must provide more goods and services than you have achieved thus far. Plan carefully. Rome's Senate expects a good return on the starting money it has voted to give you. Your new province is rich in resources, but you will need to establish trade routes and export goods to earn all the funds that you will need. Make sure your citizens pay their taxes too. Your colony should include a dock so that it can trade overseas. Build the dock on the river with the flotsam, and make sure it has a warehouse nearby to store your exports and accept any imports. Trade ships will approach your dock when you have both opened a seaborne trade route and told your trade advisor to buy or sell one or more goods on that route. Like most buildings, the dock needs road access to labor. Caesar's expectations for you are not excessive. He will rate your performance in 5 categories: peace, prosperity, culture, favor, and overall population size. But the goals he has set you are rather low. Anything else asked of you should easily be within your power to provide. Caesar will be particularly pleased when you fulfill his requests promptly. Your new province is in lands that do not yet entirely respect Roman rule. Our old rivals, the Etruscans, might be a nuisance. Build the security features at your disposal to prevent these barbarians from becoming a real threat. You can build defensive structures and create a legion to fight the enemy. Walls will slow down an enemy's advance, although they can be breached. Build walls the same way you build roads. Click on the wall's starting point, and holding down your left mouse button, drag the wall to its end. Make the walls at least double thick if you want guards to patrol them. Build towers into your walls to defend them. Tower guards throw javelins at any enemy that comes within range. Each tower comes with a ballista, a heavy missile launcher that can do considerable damage. To train guards for the towers and soldiers for your forts, your city needs a barracks. The barracks alone can train tower guards, horse auxiliaries, and javelin auxiliaries. If it has a supply of weapons, it can also provide legionaries, the best fighters you can have. You cannot train auxiliaries or legionaries until you build a fort for each legion. Build forts well away from your residential districts. New soldiers walk from the barracks to the fort without needing roads. You cannot wall your province off from the rest of the world. Citizens and traders need the freedom to come and go. Be sure you include gatehouses at your city's entry and exit points. And if those Etruscans do cause trouble, make them feel the pain of daring to challenge Rome.
Okay, so that's quite an in-depth explanation of how the defensive structures and military in this game works. Uh, which I probably would have needed it if it was my first time playing the game. Let us go to the city and see how does our city looks, and let us minimize our game speed so I can look around for a bit. Okay, so first of all I wanted to point out I'm not really sure if the Etruscans are our enemies entirely accurate, since if I remember correctly Etruscans were quite to the north of Rome, whereas Tarentum is a southern city, pretty close to the coast. Yes, it's the modern day Taranto. If I remember correctly, I might be mistaken. Don't quote me on that, please. So our commerce options are Capua and Syracuse. Great. Syracuse buys wine and furniture, and Capua buys weapons. Okay. Yeah, quite a lot of options for the exports. Quite a small map with a bit of farmland here and a bit of farmland there. So I'm guessing this will be the main farmland, and if we need to expand our food production even more, we're gonna start over here, and the road to Rome is over here. So I think I'm gonna make my first housing block in around this area, right in the center of the map, where it will be quite easily defended for any potential attacks. So I'll see you guys then, probably. Okay, so our first settlers are starting to move in, so I'm thinking it's a good moment to start thinking about providing them with food. So I'll go ahead and make road and extend it over here. And let's see what kind of farms we have. We have wheat for food and vines for exports and for producing wine. So I'm gonna go right ahead and start with a couple of farms. And a granary over here. Seems like a good place for a granary. And we're gonna add some beautification to our city as well. And let's also add a market. So, and also, very important, we mustn't forget about the gods and pleasing them. So, chairs will be over here. Neptune will be over here. Yeah, gods are happy. I know. I'll fix it. Mars and Venus. And since they're already quite angry, let us start with providing some festivals as well. Okay, our homes are starting to grow. Let us add a theater and an actors colony. So a school. That helps. Okay, so now with this we can evolve our houses up to small castle level, which is quite enough for a starting, a starting city. And now I think we'll have to concentrate our efforts on creating some industry, so we can start exporting. So what can we export? We can export wine, weapons, and furniture. And for these ones, the most expensive one is weapons, and it's a good thing that this is a military assignment, since we're gonna need all the weapons we can get. So let us use these moments to actually start working on some weapons industry. So a couple of iron mines right here. Yeah, people disgruntled. People are always disgruntled. They never know what they actually want, which is to service me, of course. I'd be such a great dictator. And a warehouse. That's a good starting industry, and let us actually delete this. And very important, are there any risks of fire, damage? Very high risk of damage over here, so let us fix that with creating an engineer's post and a prefecture. What about pottery? What can we do about pottery? We can import clay, and can we export pottery? It's just for our production. So this one sells pottery and buys weapons. This one sells clay and buys. Okay, and already we have some. Well, it's not clickable. Okay. Already seems to have some distant enemies coming to get us. Okay, so let us start at work out the pottery. Production as well. We're probably gonna need a dock, which I think we're gonna place right over here. Yeah, I see the jetsam. Okay, we're already starting to have some weapons flowing into our city, so it's a good moment to open up the trade routes, especially the one to Capua, which is a land trade route. This is a nice addition by Augustus to actually show you what type of route it is. So we're gonna open it right away. And export all the weapons over to. And also, if we have already started setting up our dock industries, let us also open this one and import clay. I don't know, about 6 pieces should be enough. Okay, it already started to flow in some clay, and our enemies are closing in, which is a really bad sign since we haven't really started working on any defense whatsoever. So I'm gonna put on my Prima Legion. The first legion of our colony, right over here, next to the iron mines. And let me just make sure, yeah, it's a legionaries. Oh, yeah, I completely forgot about health. Let me fix that as quickly as possible with the hospital to treat the wounded, and the doctor's clinic to treat them. And start working on the... what do I need first before building it? A supply post. Okay, this is a new addition on Augustus. I'm not exactly familiar with all of these. So, I'm not sure where I'm gonna fit this one. And also, a very important thing in when you're working on a military assignment, always keep Mars happy. If he's really happy, he's gonna send out his spirit, which will help you in the fight against your enemies. If he's unhappy, he'll destroy your best company, which can really mess you up, especially in the later stage of the game where the attacks are company would be pretty much the difference between a win and a lose. So, I see that our city started to develop even more, so I'm guessing it's time for an amphitheater. And that also means adding gladiator school, which we can fit right here. And let's re-add some houses for the ones that will burn down. And in the meantime, did this get food? They did. A really important thing, which I forgot, is to always have houses next to the most important parts of the city. For example, the dock. If it doesn't have access to workers, it can really mess up your trade. So let us work towards our military production by building a barracks. which I'm gonna place right here, and also a military academy. I doubt they're gonna attack from this side since it's very much closed off, so that's probably a good place to add them. And how's our city going? They need furniture, which is another industry you can quite easily provide. Now, let's see what the main points of attack could be. They could attack from both of these sides. They're quite wide open, both of them. And also over here, yeah, that's a huge open space, and that's even bigger. Yes, Caesar, I know I'm in debt. I'll try to fix it. So, our next industry we should be working towards is furniture. And for that, I'd love to expand into this area. Let me first of all move this over, and then cut off a road over here where our main furniture production will be. Okay, so this is working out swimmingly. So our unemployment is going down quite a lot, up to the point where we won't even have any unemployment left. So I'm guessing it's a good moment to start working on a new city. What's going on? Enemies at the door, they'll attack us within a year. That is very worrying news. And I think I want to create my next city over here. Is this enough space for it? 1,000 citizens, that's nice. Okay, so I've decided to move my pottery production right over here, so it wouldn't interfere with this new neighborhood I'm creating. Which I'm placing that this close to the previous one, so whatchamacallit, it'd be easier to defend in case of military action. So it's still a 9x9 block, as you probably are familiar from me from my previous videos. So for me in my previous videos, and also from other YouTubers, since a 9x9 block is very stable, it's just the right size for fountains to reach, for fountains range, and also just the right size for walkers to walk across it from one part to the other. Of course, my cities are never very efficient because I'm not one for efficiency. And I think I'm gonna add a mounted fort over here. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Now Caesar kind of doesn't really like us for that. We're getting this whatchamacallit, oh, and the gods are unhappy again. Let's fix that with a few temples. Okay, so we got a bit of an issue that we need to export more, so let us start exporting furniture. And yeah, we're producing quite a lot of pottery, probably more than our cities need. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. We haven't even started with the vines production, so we've got to... Okay, 24 months is a reasonable amount of time, but we'll have to start working right away. So, let me start by placing a library here. What else? This house needs food. Okay, let's expand the the food and the industry production with a couple more wheat farms and a couple of vines farms. And remember, citizens, these grapes aren't for food production. They're for brewing our wine. Not sure if brewing is the right term for wine, but anyway. And one really important aspect I forgot until now is building a senate. Which if I can't fit right here, I'm gonna have to move the temple over a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Maybe this one as well. And have it right over here. Okay, are we ready for combat? I'm not sure if we're ready. Okay, they're here. So, let's place our legionnaires over here. And our rabbits. Okay, apparently this military, whatchamacallit, auxiliary group is called. In the meantime, while our legionnaires are coming, let us build a theater as well. Is it just this 5? This should be an easy battle to win. Okay, creating a barber. Okay. We've wasted their time long enough for our legionnaires to have to show up.
Down with the governor!
Dude, there's a war going on. You're sure this is the best time to protest? Like, there's a time and a place for everything, and this is just not the time, man. Okay, you guys mop up the troops. Okay, one really important aspect I forgot. While our dudes are mopping up with the enemy, they're absolutely destroying them. Great job, guys. Great job. One of them passed away, but yeah, that's what happens in combat. People die. Yeah, you can return to fort, and so can you. Our first battle of this campaign, and we have won it. So, now it's time to make some money, some more money. First and foremost, apparently our furniture production is just not cutting it, so hey, see what I did right there? Cutting it. Anyway, we have to expand it a bit more, so that's just what we're gonna do. Over here. By building another couple of furniture workshops. What do you guys need? Do you have a barber? You need oil. And one very important building that I forgot to build is a forum, which I'm gonna place a couple of right away. One over here and one over here, and so we have some taxes also coming into the city. Quite a ton of pottery and nothing to do with it. I've apparently miscalculated the need for pottery between our citizens. Also, one very important building that I forgot to build is a school, which I'll also do in just a moment. And also a bathhouse. Great, so vines are already being brought to this whatchamacallit, warehouse. How much until, okay, 18 months, that's really more than enough to fulfill Caesar's request. In the meantime, what can we do to help with our whatchamacallit, with the defense of our city? I think it's time to build some palisades. Hey, sorry, Caesar. I'm gonna give you those vines you always wanted, and you're gonna forgive me for being in debt so often, right? Please. We good, man? Let us build another legionary outpost over here. And send Caesar's goods. So start exporting. We are exporting furniture, we're exporting weapons. We are not exporting vines, and that's one aspect we could be making more of. Okay, so are exporting everything we can export. Should be start our wine production as well. So let us do that. Getting a warehouse and a couple of wine workshops over here. Okay, this guys need oil, which is not something I could personally do or create, and I don't think it's something I can produce and I can't import either, right? Yeah, so this is the maximum level our houses can evolve in this level. So we should focus on creating more housing blocks if the need arises. In the meantime, let us see what we can do about the wine. Let's export over 2 items. And what else? I say more iron and more weapons would always be a great idea. So okay, one thing is really important now is to focus on actually gaining some money. We have a functioning city with very low unemployment. We have a flourishing industry. Now we just need to earn. Can we raise the taxes in any way whatsoever? If we raise them by 2%, will people like us now? People are immigrating. People are pleased. We can raise the taxes a bit. Okay, it's a huge problem that our debt is so large. Since I'm not sure how we can fix that in just 12 months. This might be a first time failure. We'll see if we can manage to do anything about it. Do we have any savings? Not nearly not enough. How are our exports going? So, really not enough furniture, and really not enough weapons. We need to pick those up. Okay, our economy is flourishing. We're exporting weapons, we're exporting wine, we're exporting furniture. We're exporting everything we can, we're taxing the people. Should be just a matter of time until, yeah, we're getting on the plus. And we have enough vines to send to Caesar as well. Okay. That was a very good year. Our houses are pretty much as evolved as they can be. The only thing we can do is expand our industry even more. So,
Could you spare a little bread?
Down with the governor!
okay, more food production. We have quite enough pottery as it stands. We have, I'm guessing, enough furniture workshops, so our our timber doesn't go to waste, doesn't linger around too much in the warehouse. And no problem with fire or damage. And enemies will attack within the year. Normally that because of our worry, but not for us, as we have very good defenses. And just to expand on them, I'm gonna go ahead and do walls and towers for this side of the map. Okay. So I've created a line of towers to defend from this side. And we're gonna do the same for every angle they'll attack us from. They'll probably attack us from this side as well, and we'll wall it off. Oh, I really forgot about the gods. Let me fix that. Okay, our city seems to be flourishing quite a bit, so it's time to add another. Let's add the Javelin Fort as well. And place it right. Which area is the most in danger right now? I think maybe this one. Place it over here. What's needs are met. Unemployment is just 1%. Culture is there. Prosperity is there. Peace is there. Favor is almost there. And population is the last one. So to encourage population growth, I think what I will do is create another housing block, which I will place probably right over here. And this will be quite a quick and easy one, since it's all I need to actually win. Yeah. We'll fight this battle, then build our last housing block, and then we're gonna win the level. Where are they attacking? Over here! The fools! They're getting absolutely slaughtered by my towers and my guardsmen. Don't even have time to think about the fight they're attempting. This was just a massacre. This is why the Etruscans they've been pretty much lost from history because of attacks like this. It was pathetic. So I'm gonna create this housing block and be back probably when it's done. Okay, so this is the current situation thus far. We have 3 housing blocks. 2 of them almost fully developed. One of them undergoing some transformation right about now. What do these guys want? Some entertainment. We're gonna have your entertainment pretty soon. Other than that, I think we're meeting pretty much all our goals. Our economy is flourishing. We are selling. Let me also build a forum. I knew I forgot something. Anyway, our economy is very whatchamacallit, very flourishing. All of our exports, weapons, furniture, and wine are working just as intended. Let's see our goals so far. Culture is enough, prosperity is enough, peace is enough. Favor, it's pretty close, but not to the required level. But that will probably be a quick fix with a gift to Caesar. So, without further ado, let us save this game as Tarentum. Proceed. And take one last look at our city with our fort companies, our companies and our soldiers, our agriculture, the main neighborhoods, the pottery industry, the gorgeous Roman aqueducts, and the weapons industry, the one that pretty much fuels the US's economy. So let us go into our whatchamacallit. Let's go to our imperial advisor and let us send a gift, cheetahs and giraffes. I hope Caesar will love these gifts. Like, he can build a zoo with this, which is not exactly building a Caesar free, but maybe it will be made available if I provide Caesar with this gift. Will this be enough? Yep, that's over 40. All the 4 needs, the 4 requirements are met. The target population is met. So when I return to the main game map, I've been promoted to architect once again. Obviously, I will accept promotion.
The Etruscans will not threaten Tarentum again. Well done. It is the rare governor who can balance city building and combat. Now let us see if you can repeat your success. Or was that just luck?
I can repeat the success anytime. Anything you ask of me, Caesar, I'll provide. Anyway, this has been it for this mission. I'll see you next time with either Tarraco or Syracuse. Tarraco being the peaceful province and Syracuse being the somewhat dangerous province, as the game says. We'll see which one I'll pick. Probably Tarraco for our next video. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, homies.